Alright, Marigold. So 14. Unfortunately, that's not a hit.
No!
Not.
Okay, everybody roll your initiatives then, as this is kind of sort of a fresh new combat.
Sorry I failed you guys.
You really suck, Jane. Seriously. O-F motherfucking G, Rush.
Rush.
Oh.
All
I rolled a basically 20. Can it count?
Hey, Spook, how's it feel to be Radavan?
Alright, so we got Fisick at the top, followed by Daleth,
Woohoo!
Jash,
Yee-hee.
Marigold, and Rush. Alright.
I was doing it out loud, wasn't I? My bad.
Ninja's here. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that's pretty bad there on the... Alright, now I gotta roll for the orc. I'll just do a straight roll for him.
Oh.
Of course. Yeah.
And then I've got to roll for the big boy separately.
You rolled another 20, I swear.
Yeah, but I'm doing this as a GM roll because you're not supposed to see this. So.
Rolls one. Rolls one.
All right. Okay.
What the what?
Killer! What's up, buddy? Killer, TJS2, thanks for the resub, my friend. Much love. Take your pants off. Take the
4 months. Holy mackerel. So many months.
It is. It's been around a long time. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So Fisick, you are up here babysitting. I'll move this up just a fraction. So there's Fisick up here with
Very
the baby.
keenly, mind you.
Taking care
Throw
of
the
the baby.
baby at him.
So I just heard a very loud growl.
Yes, you did. You heard
That's-
the...
Physic is going to, as a bonus action, that's not a good sound. I'm trying to turn both me with the baby, and it's really hard to control both at the same time because of the way it works. So I'm going to turn the corner here and try and get a look at whatever the heck just happened, because that's not a good sound. And
Okay.
as soon as I can see, I can't see my little turning dude. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is troublesome. This is like harder than anything I've ever done in my life.
Oh.
Welcome.
Moving slightly with baby. Okay.
So that's basically what he sees. Because we're running dynamic lighting, as a reminder, players, make sure you have the stream turned off and just chat.
Yeah.
So, so they don't actually see everything you see.
Turn the corner. I think.
Okay.
To see what's going on up
All
there.
right, so you
and-
sneak up to the
yeah.
corner, baby in arms, and peer around. Up there on the balcony, you can see an orc that is close to 9 feet tall, looming over Marigold. All right. With that being said, so do you wish to do anything?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
is
gonna
that all-
hold at that point. Probably kind of startled.
Okay. Alright, so the orc is going, or the crossbow orc is going exactly the same time as you.
Okay.
He is going to fall back to here
Yeah.
for his move action, and he is going to obviously start to reload his crossbow. Daleth, you're up.
I can no longer see the little guy, so I'm going to shoot 2 longbow bolts at the big guy, obviously with disadvantage.
Well, there's no
Shooting into
disadvantage.
melee.
-4,
Oh.
Yep.
because
Don't
you're
hit me.
firing into melee.
-4. And I plug Jane in the back twice.
Okay, with the -4, yes,
That's
you
included,
don't,
yes.
you don't have a lot to hit because Jane's a pretty big woman, and it's dark. With your fear of hitting Jane, yet both shots ring to the side and unfortunately fall wide.
It's with the -4 already on it.
Yeah, that is with the -4 already on it. I included it in the roll, so...
Oh, you put it in the roll? In that case, actually, then, the second one does find its mark.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, yep. You wing clip the massive orc on his right shoulder.
Yes.
Okay.
And I move forward 5 feet.
All right, Jash.
I am going to. How far can I move here? Oh, I can get behind him. So I want to engage the big orc here and kind of skirt around him so Jane and I can get him from the front and the back if possible.
Party boy him.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you want to try to run
the
up
front
and
and back.
go like try to maneuver behind him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to rush up through that gap. Go ahead.
Yep.
Oh, you're going that side? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then to get behind him here like that.
All right.
And then I'm going to attack.
Okay.
And I still have control of Marigold too, just as a.
Oh, let me
heads up. Just a
uncontrol
heads up.
Marigold for everybody because things and reasons.
You could keep it.
No,
Okay.
because vision and stuff.
Yeah. Just wanted to give you a heads up. And flank, yes. And then is there a plus to hit if he's a larger size? I don't know what size he is.
He does not count as large. He's
Does
still
not, okay.
medium, but he's a big medium.
Okay, so just the flank then.
Ooh.
Oh, dang. Now I
Well,
It is a 20.
the
though.
first
all right,
thing
though.
is that is a natural 20.
Let's go.
Natural 20!
Let's go.
4 damage. Woo.
Hey. 4 damage.
So you do have the first natural 20 of the night.
Woo!
So there you go, and you are the winner of that. So anyone that bet on you got Goldses. All right, okay, yeah, you gave him another little nick for 4. Okay. Marigold, you're up.
I'll see Jash run around and be like, "Thanks for the help," and continue to swing my mighty longsword at
This
the
brutish
9-foot
fellow.
medium beast.
All right.
Ah,
Was
Afraid
that
not.
with Flanking?
huh? Oh, I forgot flanking,
Yeah,
but
trust me, that +2 doesn't matter.
I'm trying and I suck.
Okay, this dude is going to take his 5-foot step to move himself to the side so that he is no longer basically flanked. And he is going to unleash that massive
I don't
axe.
unleash anything.
Oh.
Alrighty. And he is going to put... Right, okay. So that'll be +7. Alright, so he brings the huge axe crashing down towards Marigold.
No!
Alright, with a power attack of 4
Oh,
points, that adds
fuck.
+8 to that damage.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
And your AC is what, 21?
Yeah.
Oh.
So close.
Ah.
Alright, the huge blow smashes into Marigold's shield,
man.
almost knocking the shield aside as the force of the blow. It's almost stunning. 22 points. He then continues the momentum back off of that,
No!
right back across towards Jash.
What? I mean,
God.
what?
Oh.
He has 2 attacks. Oh, shit.
And
Shocked him
he's
so
not
hard he
putting
dropped
any
his axe.
power attack on the second one.
Of course he's not.
Which
Yeah!
is just as
One.
well, because he fumbled.
Yeah! Some stupid orc.
And let's see.
And that's what I say. That was
A
Jash talking.
19 was rolled. You left yourself open. Your opponent gets +1 to hit on his next attack. So anyone attacking him in melee gets an additional 1 to hit him next turn.
Alright.
All right, that's his attack over. Rush.
I have to check the distance on one of my spells. Sorry.
Take your time, please.
You have 6 seconds.
No!
Right there we go.
If it's a close distance,
Okay.
He's within
Yeah.
30 feet.
25.
I can get him with that. Alright. Spells. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. So in Orcish. Wait, what? It's never asked me this before. Hold on. Oh, because the macro's not right. Okay, I cast Hideous Laughter
Okay.
on Orc face guy.
All right. Go ahead and populate it in chat.
I don't have it because I had to.
Oh.
It doesn't. I don't have it macroed.
All right. Okay. In that case, then, I'll put it up.
6 rounds, willpower negates.
Right.
Second level spell.
Second level. So what would the save be?
It's his wheel shit.
No. What is the difficulty
It's an
level?
enchantment. I have 2. I mean, 13 plus. It's a level
2.
2 spell,
15.
so 15. Plus, I have 2 levels of spell focus and enchantment.
Oh, you have that feat, right?
You have it twice?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's have a look here. Okay. So, what is the actual feat that you have?
Spell focus and greater spell focus.
Okay. That makes sense, because when you said you had it twice, I was like, you can't take it twice, but you can take greater spell focus. So basically, spell focus means the difficulty goes up by 1, so it's 16, and then greater spell focus, I think, does that bump it by another 1? Let me pull it up real quick.
Yes, it's another 1.
Yeah, thought so. Okay. Alright, so that's actually a 17 then he needs.
Nice.
And
Nice.
being an orc,
Let's see, what are we gonna say?
willpower
in
is not
Orcish.
his most awesome thing.
What do you call the advantage that undead have in Necropolis? White privilege.
Oh,
Oh.
God. As in,
And the
white.
hideous laughter ensues.
Wah, wah. Yeah, I think that I think he gets a +5 on the saving throw against that lame ass spell. All right, okay, let's see. Saving throw. Oh, failed miserably. Okay.
There you go.
So basically, he obviously thought that was possibly one of the funniest things he has ever heard. And basically, he collapses to the ground prone, giggling inanely.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So that happened.
This is
How
what
long?
this is what we got.
Forever?
Forever. Yeah.
For 6 rounds.
No, it's not forever, Jane.
And he gets a saving throw every round, right?
Yeah.
But
Forever.
But
Forever.
at least
Forever.
for the next turn, and his saving throw goes on. Let's see. So he'll basically be making this saving throw at the start of that turn. So you're covered at least for the next round. All right. This orc has reloaded, and Fisick, you're up.
Yeah, at this point I can't really do much to help. So I'll continue to hold the baby and watch just in case I can't be a help.
Okay. In that case, then the orc is going to shoot Jash in the back with a crossbow.
Fun.
Why wouldn't he? And he does.
Ooh.
All right, you feel the sting for 7 points as it ricochets off your right butt cheek. For 7 points. Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite butt cheek.
Daleth.
Jash is starting to look a little worse for wear here.
I am going to
Seeing this, the cheer, buddy. Much love.
Seeing the big guy fall, I'm going to kind of quirk my head, drop my longbow, grab my rifle, and move here, and then basically say, "Rush, move up with me." I can't see anything, and then I'm not gonna shoot because I'm kind of perplexed that I've never seen a large orc.
He's going keck.
But I have my
come on,
rifle.
Jade.
I have my rifle ready. So.
Okay.
Anybody gets cool points or nerd points if they understand that joke.
Absolutely.
Jash, you're up, bud. What's up, Jeep?
Even though I just got hit in the back with an arrow, I'm going to look behind me and see that I can't see anything and look back at this orc and swing at it. Also perplexed, but not enough to not do anything, I don't think. I'm just like, all right, well, here we go.
All right.
So
basically, he is considered helpless.
Okay.
A helpless character basically, as a full round action, you can choose to do a coup de grace.
Okay.
What was
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Do I want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I want to do that.
Basically, it means you
How do
automatically
I do
hit,
that?
and it's an automatic critical.
Oh my
then
god.
Yes, absolutely yes.
So yes.
Absolutely yes.
So yeah, so I do that.
Gosh, thank
So
you.
I coup de grace.
Thank you, Ron.
So yeah, you don't have to roll to hit. You're just going to roll the damage as if it was a crit. So roll your damage dice twice plus your bonus. If he survives, he has to make a Fortitude save DC 10 plus the damage you dealt, or die.
Okay, so that's 1d8. Oh, I didn't add the pluses to it though. Is it plus to both?
No,
rolls?
it's just you roll the dice twice and then just add the plus to that.
Okay, let me do this again here. Let's do this straight up. Okay, and then so I roll 2d8 for 9.
Okay, so it's 9, and what's your plus?
Would that be my
Damage,
Strength.
right?
Be your strength
Bonus?
bonus for sure.
so 3? 3 is the mod for that.
Okay, so that's 11.
Okay.
All right,
12.
so he has to make a 21 or higher Fortitude save, or he's dead.
Isn't? Oh, okay.
You okay there?
Yep.
No. If you have a 3 modifier, that's 12 damage.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah.
No,
I was like,
I caught it.
was like,
So it's actually a
Math is hard,
22
guys.
that he's going to make.
fucking.
I don't want to say anything.
Hey, no. All right. 22 or higher to stay alive. Below that, you just slit a throat of a laughing orc. Yep, Giggle Boy
Oh my
is
gosh.
done.
That was incredible.
Yes.
All right, yes indeed.
Guys, thank you for telling me about that. I had no idea.
He is dead. That's one of the things. If something is considered helpless, see, being prone is not the same as helpless. Prone is you're down on the ground, but they can still struggle and fight. But hideous laughter.
That says
Oh,
it's
you know
not
what?
considered helpless.
It's not considered helpless, is it?
Oh damn it.
But you know, here's the deal. I'm not going to retcon that because that's my mistake. So,
Oh my god.
that's right. Hideous laughter. They're prone but not helpless. That's right. But as I said, I'm not going to retcon that. I made the mistake. Therefore, that's my fault, not yours. So I've already said you've done him. He's done.
Okay.
Well, we got super lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really, really good high damage crit.
So there you go.
I was
Good.
gonna roll a crit anyways, Gore. So you're fine. It wouldn't have mattered either way.
Oh, there you go.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right. No, I mean, he still had a few hit points left anyway, but
Wouldn't have mattered. I would have critted him. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
hey, as I said, it is what it is. I would consider it a dick move to have said what I said and did that, and then wait a second, I'm wrong. He's
I would've
suddenly
been
not
crushed.
dead. So nope. If I make a mistake, it's on me. All right. Yeah. So he is downed. Marigold.
Yeah. I can't see much, but I know there's something around here, so I'm gonna come around, running. Oh shit! There he is. All right, I'll attack him. And I'll say to Josh up here, right behind you.
All right.
I might be going down soon, so good luck.
Oh.
Oh.
God.
There's a 19 and a 20 on the board, but the one's not going to count.
All right. Yeah, that's a fumble, my dear. All right. Your poor positioning on this attack puts you in a bad spot. You have to recover and move. Basically, you just lost a place in the initiative. That's all. Could be worse. Could be stabbed.
Not so bad.
All right. The orc would be acting now, but it's dead. Rush. With your excellent use of the hideous laughter.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't.
Hey,
believe that part.
even if I had not forgotten that, it's still a great use of a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna. How far do I want to move up? For fuck. Okay.
Not Rush literally takes her name literally and runs straight through the wall.
He's just gone.
Alright, I'm just gonna move up 20 feet.
Okay.
It's about here.
Isn't
And you want to do anything action-wise, or are you going to hold your action?
I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp into Jerusha.
Okay, so taking it, you want Jerusha. Well, Jerusha should be moving with you anyway. There.
Oh, I thought I had picked her up. My bad.
No, it's alright.
What level is that? I need to keep track of how many spells I have left.
Yeah, you're burning them away.
Okay, I see.
I'm burning my spells.
Haha.
Alright, that would be
Clockwork
it.
Weasel. Alright. Okay, so you throw that into her, or him, or it, or whatever he is. Alright, Physic.
Don't assume.
Yeah, no, I'm still not comfortable moving up there with this little baby here, so I'll probably just look over my shoulder to make sure I'm not being
Alright.
watched
Okay.
the other way, and then
Fair enough. The orc, in desperation, he kind of like flings the crossbow at Marigold, like tosses it at
Thank
her
you.
like as a distraction,
Catch it.
draws his knife and runs over here. Marigold, you may get a attack of opportunity
Come on, Jane.
Wonderful. Okay.
as he flees past you.
You got it.
I held my action. Do I get? Oh,
That was last round. You didn't use it.
I
That's true.
Alright.
did I?
You did hit him, yes, for 4. So as he starts to flee, you like lash out. The tip of your longsword catches him across the back of the neck and gives him a
Alassie!
nasty gash.
I see her.
But he is alive. Okay. So he has run over there. Basically, yes, now you can see her. Alessi is on her knees, tied up, gagged and bound in the corner. He has run over there with the knife, and he basically pushes himself like a coward as close to her as possible, puts the long blade at her neck, and in Orcish screams, "Move and the she-elf bitch gets it!" Daleth.
So there's a rock, right? I can't. Oh,
Let me see.
yeah. No, there's definitely a part of the wall right in
Yeah,
my line
you
of
can't
sight.
shoot through the wall, so...
No, but just move. Anyone move? Like, what if I just scooch a little to the
Well,
side so
that's
I get
your
an angle?
choice, isn't it? Now, bearing in mind, she is helpless. She is tied, bagged, and gowned. So he... Speaking of coup de grace,
Yeah.
he is in a position to do that to her. So it's really down to you, isn't it? Whether or not you think You moving will or will not get Alessi's throat slit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I am gonna start leaning though, like to try to get any angle. And I'm just gonna say, try to get him to move from the wall, away from the wall, so he can get a shot.
All right, Jash.
So hearing this, I'm not going to spin around because I don't want anything to happen.
Incidentally, if you don't speak Orc, none of that meant shit to you.
Okay. So I do. So I hear him say
that's
that.
True. Yeah.
And I'm not going to move, but I'm just going to kind of tilt my head to the side so I can kind of angle my voice towards him. And I'm just going to say, there's 5 of us and 1 of you. Put down the knife or this could end very badly. And I'm going to try to intimidate him as best as I can. And try to make my voice as booming as possible.
Okay. Give me an intimidation roll.
Okay. That's the idea.
Let's see. Let's test this Orc's resolve.
Yeah.
You're not that intimidating, honestly.
Yeah. Because essentially I can't even turn around at him.
Was this Orc the one that...
I'm not going to move. That'll be all I do there.
Okay. He doesn't have... I mean, yeah, basically this is the one that was firing the crossbow.
But was he one of them that... he wasn't the one we chased over here.
No. That was
All
this
right,
guy
so,
that Marigold finished off right here against the wall. Or somebody did. Alright, Marigold, what do you want to do? You're the closest to
I'm not gonna move.
this orcish fellow.
And since
I'm
I
going
can't
to alter the
speak
tunes.
Orc-
I don't want combat music. I want tension.
Excuse me. I'm gonna say, somebody tell him that we'll do an even trade. His life for her life. I can't speak Orc. And I'm gonna hold my action.
Alright, Rush.
I'm gonna start talking to him in Orcish.
Okay.
You don't want to do this. I mean, and I'm gonna go with what Marigold was saying and say, like, there's one of you, there's one of her, but while I'm talking to him, I'm gonna have Jerusha try to skirt around to him.
Where do you want Jerusha to go? Around this wall corner or skirt along the edge of the...
Yeah, I'm trying to keep his focus on us, or on me, so I want her to skirt along the wall over there.
Alright, so you're going to be basically making a hide check for Jerusha versus the Orc.
Go, Jerusha, go!
Check. Let's see, spots +4. Okay.
Let me pull up Jerusha.
So, Jerusha, the Orc is like feverishly glancing out at all of you, like he's got the knife at her
So
throat,
a hide,
and he's like,
said?
Yeah.
so he needs a 50. Jerusha needs to beat a 15, not to be seen. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that it was an Orc, Jerusha would have major bonuses, but unfortunately, within 60 feet, these Orcs see incredibly well.
But Jerusha's like metal, right? So
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They see like in black and white, like daylight.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. Jerusha succeeds. All right, so Jerusha can move. I mean, assuming it's going to go here, 10. All right, so you can get Jerusha can sneak up to here. The mechanical weasel dives against the wall and scurries along. All right. Okay. Fezzik, you want to do anything? Do you speak Orcish?
Yeah, I do. So
you can hear. Obviously, you're aware of the conversation then.
Yeah, and I have a baby to keep quiet, so I'm going to put all of my efforts into keeping the baby quiet.
Okay. All right. With that, the Orc grabs her, shoves her forward, and then positions himself directly behind her with the knife, using her as like a shield. You see him kind of like tilt the blade of the knife a little bit. Anybody that's actually capable of seeing very well, which is probably not many of you. I think you might be able to see it.
I know I can't.
Okay. And apparently Jash is still looking in the wrong direction anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I didn't want to turn around.
Okay, so basically he turns the blade and digs it in. You can barely see a little kind of like dark patch begin to drip down the side of her neck. Obviously, it's not enough that he cut her throat, but obviously he's dug the knife in a little bit to push home his point. At which point he yells, "I've got a feeling that she's valuable to you, so I don't think you're stupid enough to risk her life. If any of you comes any closer, I'll gut her like a fish."
I gotta be honest with you, dude. She was kind of a bitch to me.
That's good. That's good.
Dallin.
I don't know what's going on, so I'm holding my action.
Yeah, you don't understand the language. So
And I don't know. I just know they're
you hear
talking.
lots of people yelling in a language you don't understand. Okay, Jash.
I don't want to incur her death, so I'm not going to move at all. I'm just going to stand
Stay
there.
where you are, looking in the opposite direction. You want to turn your head to look in that way, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I would turn to look. I would so I could just kind of see what's happening. But I
Okay,
wouldn't make
so
any
we'll assume that your
demonstrative-
body is facing the other way, but your head is turned that way, so that you can see what you can see, which is
Okay, I would still hold action.
okay. Let me put you back where you were.
Okay.
All right, so you see basically, yeah. So you can kind of sort of see what's going on. Okay. All right, Marigold.
I don't understand the language either, so I kind of like put my sword down in like a surrender position, as if I'm just waiting for him to try to leave, I guess.
All right, so you're gonna kind of just act submissive.
Yes.
Okay. Try to move this in so that I can get everybody in the shot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these up just a fraction. And then that way I can do this. There we go. That way I've got everybody in. Okay. Alright. Rush. You want to do anything? Or are you still relying on...
I'm still just yammering away at him in Orcish.
Okay.
Not really saying of anything of substance or whatever.
What are you going to say? Give me words. Give me words in Orc.
Dude, she was just, just our guide or whatever. I don't even remember her name.
Alright, so he just yells, he goes, "Well, you certainly risked life and limb fighting your way all the way to the back of this cave to rescue us, so don't give me that one. She might not mean much to you, but I bet those elves have paid you a pretty penny to come and get her."
No, actually, we had to pay her to be our guide. I just kind of wanted my money back. Like I said, she was a bitch.
Alright, is Jerusha going to sneak up? Continue to sneak?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so Jerusha can kind of scout along this big pile of stuff and like disappear underneath this like little lean-to bed here. Now, it's up to you. What do you want Jerusha to do? Do you want Jerusha to, like, make his way all the way up so that he can do something? Or do you want him to hide there and wait?
No, the plan is to keep him focused on me long enough for Jerusha to get over there and bite his ankle or something to try to get him to...
So, as in, like, release the shocking grasp?
No,
or...
at first just to bite him, because I'm afraid if I shock him while he's got his knife up there, he might slit her throat by accident.
Okay. Alright. Thesic, you doing anything? No?
Can I tell what this is over here?
Looks like a bed. It's like a bunch of logs laid down with a piece of hide laid on top of it.
Okay. Because from what I'm hearing, it sounds like he's trying to work his way out of here. And he'll see me and a baby. And that's weird. How steep is this cliff here? Like, is it
It's about
steep to
15
the point where...
feet.
if I were to like crouch down and go try and sneak underneath the I guess hide there.
Throw the
Under
baby
the
at
bed.
him. Perfect physics. Genius.
I never said that.
I mean, unless he walked right to the edge of the ledge and looked straight down, no, he wouldn't see you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to try and silently move myself and the baby over to this bed and hide
I
underneath
believe
some
there's a
stuff.
skill for that.
Okay, let's see how.
What? Is it move silently?
I believe it is.
Oh.
And here's my first one of the day.
You stub your toe and the baby cries out.
You drop the baby and it hits a rock.
Ooh. It's basically a 20. You might as well just give me one.
Almost, but not quite. Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna sneak.
Yeah.
You can sneak all the way over to.
And then just hide in the bedding.
Oh,
kinda
so
there.
you like throw the hide over the top of the two of you? All right, no problem.
Yeah. You're hiding in there. I got my head kind of poked out where the foot of the bed is,
So you can
if
see?
I can,
All
yeah,
right.
like just barely peeking out so that if he walks by, I'll be able to see him. Aww.
I'm taking that off. It's too big. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Daleth.
Nothing different.
All right.
I'm waiting to see how this
Josh.
plays out. 'Cause I don't know what's going on.
Is he just standing there? Basically?
But yeah, he's kind of like so.
She's not
got
moving
her-
a certain direction?
She's tied with her hands behind the back and gagged. He's got one hand like wrapped around her waist, hoisted her up in front of him like a shield, and the other hand is like got the knife dug right to the point of her throat. So that all he literally has to do, just with an instinct, the simplest left hand, the simplest move of his left hand will slit her throat.
Okay.
Ugh.
And as I say, it's a coup de grace, so he doesn't have to roll to hit. He will basically do critical damage, and she will either live or die.
Okay. Then I still wouldn't move. I'd still, in Orcish talk, try to talk to him, get him to stop, get him to give her up and just say,
Let's hear it. What do you say?
yeah, he would say, all right, look, she's your only way out of here alive. If you give her up, we'll let you walk out. We've cut through the entire cave of your friends and brothers. We'll do the same to you, but if you let her go, you can leave.
That sounds like a diplomacy check to me.
Oh, it was more supposed. Okay, well,
Because that's
whatever you wanted to roll,
diplomatic.
'cause
That's
more-
giving
'cause I was
options. That's
trying
not a
to-
threat.
All right. Well, I was trying to throw in that we just like murdered the entire cave to get here, and he's one person.
Yeah, no, I think
kinda
that's
more else
I
anyway,
think
yeah.
that's more diplomatic.
Okay, so you want me to roll diplomacy then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Snogs. You can do it.
There it is! Look at him roll!
Natural 20!
So diplomatic.
Don't know how that happened.
That's amazing.
All right, nice roll,
That's what I meant.
dude.
That's what I meant to do.
Okay.
Playing the whole time.
Damn.
Right, you hear a bit of a quiver in the orc's voice as your words ring home the reality of the situation. He says, "All right, well, I don't trust you, and I know you don't trust me. So, if we be dealing, here's what I reckon is fair. You let me walk past you to the entrance to the cave. Not the whole cave, just the entrance to this chamber. And then, once I'm there, as long as none of you have moved, I'll throw her to the ground and run like the demons themselves are after me. You can have her and I can escape.
If those are your terms, that's fine. As long as you stick to them.
Well, your move then. Give me fair play. Give me fair room to get past. Everybody, no tricks, mind, or I will slit her throat. If I'm gonna die, this elf bitch dies with me.
What's going on?
He's making negotiations.
Yeah, you'd hear it. That's right. And I would just say, waiting on you.
Well, there's still people standing in my way. Everybody get against the wall.
Oh.
Hey, and I was like, Marigold, you need to step back. He's going to leave and let her go at the end.
Do you want
Against the
under
wall, Dallas, put down your
circumstances,
weapon.
Do you want Jerusha to do anything, or do you? Want...
Yeah, she's still coming after this asshole.
All right. Well, Jerusha's there. If you want Jerusha to bite him, now would be the time to do it. Alrighty. Well, he's not. Jerusha does successfully bite him. So roll the damage.
Well, it's 1. Well, 2.
Is that all you're doing? Just the 2?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So, Jerusha bites the orc for 2. And here's what I'm gonna do. Under the circumstances, this orc is gonna make a reflex save. And reflexes.
Guys, I'm gonna feel so bad if I get Alessi killed.
Okay, and you may well. So 15 or higher, and as soon as basically he feels the wincing pain, instead of being distracted and glancing down, he is gonna just, as a reflex, he will slit her throat. If it is less than 15, he will be startled enough
Oh my god.
to not slit her throat.
I love what Jed's saying
I hate
right
this.
now.
Ugh.
Are you rolling, Gore? Oh God.
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
All right, you got lucky. Okay, so basically, Jerusha bites him. He spins around and you see him wince in pain, but does not cut her throat. Okay, based on that, what is anybody else doing?
I would
Immediately charging
okay,
in.
charge.
The
Am I
second
able to still give
her-
Jerusha? That was just her? She can't release the shocking grasp now, right?
Sorry?
Can she release shocking grasp now?
No, she would have had to have done that on the attack.
Okay. What is my line of sight?
What? Like, what can you see?
Oh, I would have to be about here to be
Yeah.
able to hit him, right?
Uh huh.
I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna take a side movement here, draw my pistol, and fire at him.
All right, you -4 to hit because you're firing into basically he's got her as a physical shield.
Don't forget BAB and DAT and TRL and all that
TRL.
all that other stuff to your attack.
That was good.
All right, nope. Okay, you fire the shot. It rings through the chambers, but does not hit its mark. All right,
Oh, I need to make a reflex save, huh?
for not
I just
falling
fired-
over, yes. Nope, you are blown backwards and you're prone. You're on your ass. Ah! Flying gnomes. Alright. Alright, Daleth, you say you want to charge in? Or Daleth,
well,
what do you want to do?
Well, I'd immediately fucking move to a more advantageous position. But yeah, I mean, instinctually, I would just move.
Alright.
I don't think I could get a.
Okay.
Could I get a shot in if I moved here? Like, it's a hard. I mean,
Well,
I feel it would
not
work out.
really, because he is kind of in the nook of that wall, so...
Yeah. So I would just I would just rush over. Like, what's going on?
I mean,
yeah.
as I say, you get a -4. You can try it, I suppose. I mean, you might nick his arm or his chest.
I mean, all right, it's with the gun, so it would do. No, I don't feel I would get a shot. Honestly,
You're gonna hold.
Because I didn't know what's going on.
Okay.
Things happening fast. I just run to better position.
All right,
I
Jash.
think as that happened, I'd probably shout, "Get Alessi!"
Well, he's still. I mean, he hasn't let go of her as such. He just didn't cut her throat.
Let's still get her. I'm still saying it.
So, yeah, Jash, you're up.
Yeah, I would run as quick as I could and just try to grapple the orc to try to free his grasp of Alessi and just hang on to him so she has a chance to run.
She can't run. She's bound by the legs and tied.
Oh, I thought you said it was just the arms.
No, she remember she was down.
Okay.
She's tied down. She's basically
Sure.
on her knees. Her arms are tied and she's gagged.
I'd still try to grapple him to get him
Yeah, that's fine.
off of her. Okay.
All right. All right. Make a grapple check with the orc then.
Okay.
Grapple check.
Ooh, not the best. Not bad. Not the best though. Not bad.
Fair to middling. Oh, beat you by 1.
Oh,
Damn.
All right,
man.
you dive on the orc and try to prise him off of her, but he's just not letting go. Marigold.
I rush over there to assist. And kind of in the way. So he's still gripping onto her, like.
I mean, he had initially he had one arm around her waist and the knife at her throat, right?
I'm
so
sure his knife's
when the
not
weasel bites him, he lets the knife that was at her throat kind of like comes away as he winces in pain.
All right. So since Jash is kind of in the way of the orc, I'll use my dagger to like try to cut through the ropes on her hands in front of her.
They're
Are they in
behind
front of
her.
her?
They're behind her back.
Oh. Okay.
So-
what about at her legs?
You want to get down and try to start. I mean,
it's a
she's
little bit
being
too crazy
suspended
now.
by him because he was holding her up. So I mean, if you want to start cutting at those ropes that are as her legs dangle, you certainly can try
That's
that.
stupid. No, that's stupid. I'm gonna run around here and attack him. Sorry. I realize it's probably insane. I'm like, let me try to get these off of you.
As their
I
little
know
feet are
I know
kicking.
she's,
Alrighty, go for
she's
it.
very strong, so she needs to help us. God damn it.
Oh my
No,
god.
not gonna happen.
God.
Jack.
All right, Rush.
Shock
You
the
need to
shit
get
out
up
of
before
him,
you do anything
Jerusha.
else, I guess. But of course, you still get to act with Jerusha.
Yeah, I'm. Shock him.
All right. So Jerusha.
She's still holding on to him, so.
He's still holding on to her. Yeah.
No, I mean, Jerusha's
Yeah.
still holding on.
Yeah.
So she's gonna let Shocking Grasp loose.
All right.
Isn't Jash also holding on to everybody? 'Cause
Yeah.
they grapple? Okay.
Does it say in the spell that it hits everybody that's touching each other, though? Because I'm always touching them when I use it.
No, it doesn't. I didn't say anything. I didn't say that. I'm just pointing out that
Oh,
that is the case.
I mean, I was thinking that's what it was being implied when everybody was like,
Well, the thing is, it's potentially a problem. But what actually it is, it's more a problem for you if you was to like shucking grass them while standing in water or something like that. All right, so yeah, let him have it. 5d6, I believe, on shucking grasp.
oh, since she's on him, I guess it's. Do I have to make a touch attack? I mean, she's.
She's still got a. Well, that's the beauty of it. No, because Jerusha, with her special ability, does not have to make it a hit roll.
Oh.
So that's a smart tactic right there, because Jerusha can actually
You
deliver
look
that
up those
without the
things.
touch attack roll. All right, so 14 points.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he is still alive.
No. She is.
All right, Fisick, you doing anything?
He does take another 2 points of damage from her biting him, though.
teaching the baby peekaboo.
Wait. Go on.
Okay, no, hold on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that makes the
No.
world of
No.
difference. It's the difference between 28 points of damage and these orcs have 30.
Oh my god.
And just so you know, I'm not. My notes are up here. There's scribble scrabble, but right there you can see hit points. 30.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I was totally gonna gut that bitch this round.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
In a desperation spite move, he would have killed her just to spite you, because he knew he was done. But he does not get to. Weasel kill steal. Jerusha just took out that orc. So
Unless he's got to put it out now, right? I'm just saying.
So while I will say that I think that using the weasel was probably a hell of a risky tactic, this is one of those circumstances where somehow dumb luck won through. All right, yep. He slumps to the ground, dead. And you guys literally just see his body convulse and jolt as the mechanical weasel sinks its fangs into his neck.
I'm going to turn to Rush and just go like that. Just throw my arms up, like, and just wait for a response.
I'm like down on my knees. I'm gonna have you ever seen Monster Squad? You know, like at the end where you're getting sucked into limbo, and like fucking Van Helsing's like.
Ninja just said, so how many does that make for the weasel? I mean, seriously, the damn mechanical weasel has a higher kill count than the rest of all of you by this point. Although he is quite dented, he's got a big nasty dent in his side. He needs some TLC and some nuts and bolts.
Can we take a brief break? I need to breathe into a brown paper bag.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good time to take a break. All right.
Everyone knows that.
We all know you buy Pokeballs and
that.
throw them. You buy the Pokeballs from the, from Walmart or Tesco's. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull the dice pane back, and we'll get back to it. All right, folks. So yeah, you have taken out the last orc.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
The last thing happened was Josh went like this, and Spook was like, "Yay!"
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to Rush,
Oh.
I'm immediately gonna back up.
and again, which is my habit now, I'm going to grab her by the front, him by the front of his shirt, and lift him straight up to me again.
All right.
Yeah, again. And I'm gonna look him in the face and say, try to calm myself as much as possible, but just say, "You had me go through this cave, go through an entire small army of orcs for this woman that I didn't even care about. And when I had deftly negotiated a situation, you do everything possible to muck it up." And just stare at her and wait for him and wait for a response.
You really think he was gonna let her go?
Yeah, I do.
There's no way. He's an orc.
Yeah, that I had a conversation with, that he said he was going to leave her at the front.
You can't take orcs at their word.
And we can't do everything we possibly can to get people killed that we're down here for in the first place.
You know, Nundik was an orc. I'm just gonna walk
Nundik was
by.
a half orc.
He casually just drops that as he drops that words of wisdom as he strolls casually by. That's too funny.
I'm gonna go cut Leslie free because like.
Oh, you're
everyone's
not
being
down there anymore?
Yeah, no, I just walked by.
Oh, you did? Alright, and as I see you walk by, I'm going to look back at Rush again, just kind of throw him down to the ground and just loudly say, "You gnomes are going to get us all killed."
I'm just gonna dust myself off. It's not stupid if it worked.
That's not true at all.
That's definitely not true at all.
I'm sorry, guys. I still don't fully understand what transpired here. But all honesty, I wouldn't have let him get to the edge of a cave and go. I would have shot him first chance I had. And then I'm seeing like everyone looking at me. I'm just gonna back up a little bit, shoulder slump, like.
I don't
Just
care
take
if he
it
would have
far
let her
out.
go. There's no way I would have let him live.
So, you
I would-
okay, Alessi?
Yeah, I'd probably do.
Well,
In-
she is currently
Orcish.
still bound and gagged, so she.
Yeah. That's I was over there.
All
to
you get is
undo
all
that.
you basically get is some roll dice.
I should be like halfway done cutting her.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been working on.
All right. So yeah, you've so you cut her legs loose and cut her wrists free, and she immediately like comes round, and you can see the chafing marks where the rope was so incredibly tight it was digging into her skin. All right. Once she's free, she pulls the gag off herself, and she kind of looks at you and she says, "Enfafanadril asondilon elotatocosis?" Which of course means nothing to any of you because you can't speak elf.
I'm just going to in Orcish say.
And you know she can't speak common.
Yeah. In Orc, I'm just gonna go. Just gonna say in Orc very calmly. In Orcish, please.
She says, "You actually came in here to free me?"
Well, we were here to check out real estate.
I don't think elf humor that'll work. Man.
Right, she kind of gets up and goes over here and sits herself down on the edge of the orc pallet. You kind of see her reach up and touch her neck and look at the blood. And then she reaches down into her tunic and pulls out, like rips off a part of her sash and ties it around her neck after dabbing the area a little bit.
I don't know about everyone else, but I sure could use a break.
I'm gonna go up to Leslie, even though I can't speak her language. I'm gonna like put my hand very gently on her shoulder or something. You okay? And I'm gonna do a little heal check to check up on her.
All right, go for it.
Very, very weak myself.
Give
Probably
me a
pretty
heal
obvious.
skill check.
Sure will. I'm glad you made it this far.
All right.
Thank you.
Other than the nick on her neck, which is just a superficial wound, it's not deep. She's got some bruising. I mean, clearly they weren't gentle. They threw her around, and you know her shins are pretty bashed up. Her elbows are badly bruised and stuff like that. But it doesn't look like she's got any serious wounds.
I'm gonna
Alright.
call Jerusha back to me and stay over here.
Okay, I'll just release my grip and then give her a reassuring smile. Since who knows what she's saying.
Scroll down a little bit so I can get everybody in there.
Seeing Jerusha return to Rush, Daleth is finally going to connect the dot, and you go, oh.
Jash?
I'm just gonna look. No, I'm not saying anything.
There, you might want to take a look over here. I'm going to gesture next to that big ass bed thing, where there's a huge ass treasure pile.
You see one of my eyebrows cock up.
The huge ash. This huge ash treasure pile right here.
Yeah, that huge ass treasure pile right there.
I can't see anything. I can't see it.
He's
I-
blind as
just,
a
like,
bat.
I'm like gesturing over to it. Yeah.
All right. And I'll.
What are you
but-
saying that when you speaking in common when you say that to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh.
set to repairing Jerusha.
All right. Okay. So you whip out the toolbox and start working on fixing your broken weasel. Okay. All right. So you start looking at the pile. Give me a. Let's see. What do I want? I want... give me a knowledge local check as you pour over that pile of stuff, if you would, Josh. Alright, okay. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. There's everything from some small shields, there's money, there's jewelry, there's fine clothing, all the sorts of things that just shouldn't be here.
I'm gonna go over and look alongside him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can give me a knowledge local if you have it. Now, knowledge local is a skill that if you don't, it's a trained skill. So if you don't have it, right? You don't have it.
I don't have it.
Okay.
So I would know that all this isn't supposed to be in this cave.
Well,
is what you're saying.
Pretty much. I mean.
Okay. And Physic, you walk next to me?
Yeah.
All right. Seems to be a lot down here in this cave. It's quite a nice find. Maybe this trip was worth it after all.
Yeah, maybe we could scrounge up some useful stuff out of here.
Alright, so are you doing anything, Marigold, where she's concerned, or are you just checking her,
I'm just
and being
trying to, be a friendly face to her, and...
Okay.
Would I hear them talking about this stuff from where I'm at?
I would say so. Nobody's really being quiet. And they're only 30 feet away.
Well, hearing them say that, I'm going to tell Jerusha to hold on a second. And I'm going to go over there and see if I can scavenge anything that would be helpful. Engineering stuff.
Okay, alright.
Then afterwards, I would just go back to Jerusha.
Alright, give me a search check.
A, B, C, D.
So for search. Alright, and do you have knowledge engineering?
Yes.
Give me a roll on that. The power of knowledge skills. Alright, okay. So there are definitely... Snowwolf, thanks for the cheer, bud. There are definitely some interesting things here. What is the command for that? Sorry, I got distracted. You find some brackets and several different nuts and bolts and screws. These are from a dirigible.
We just need a good screw.
Oh no!
So as I find
recognize them.
I'm gonna hold them up and be like.
Seeing as you've got a 20, you also notice that some of them are definitely warped and oversized, the type of warping that would have occurred through intense heat.
I guess I'm gonna tell everybody about this.
Alright.
Looks like we got some evidence from our downed flying ship.
Dallas is he's gonna walk up behind you and snatch one of those pieces of evidence from your hand without regard.
I'm gonna kind of glance at Dallas and be like, "Please works too."
I'm just gonna be looking at it intently. I'm just gonna kind of barrel through into the stuff and start looking, just rummaging carelessly for other pieces.
I think I would just start mumbling, does that mean they went and raided and then they killed?
Okay, so
CC,
seeing you
then
all
we came back and now they're all dead. And
pound through all this stuff, Alessi in Orcish says they traded for that. I heard them talking.
What do you mean, traded with who?
Seems like another orc tribe. They said something... I overheard something about an orc tribe found a huge burning fire and strange metals were scattered across the ground, and all these shiny things. And they had traded some, well, I hate to say it, but they had traded some elven items that they had gotten from some of my fallen kin for some of this worthless loot.
So, we have some darn well-equipped orcs hiding somewhere with exactly where we need to be.
Are you saying that in Orcish or Common with your musing?
That was in Common. I'm just kind of talking to myself there.
So I'm going to turn and say, what did she say?
She said that the orcs here traded other orcs for these items.
Okay, well, it's clear what we need to do. I say we set this pile of crap alight and burn it and move on.
Do you think that means another orc tribe has CC in the crew?
I have a question. Why does setting this on fire help anyone?
I'd like to know.
We're obviously not going to live in this cave. Other orcs might come in. We can't carry all of it with us, so we should just burn it all. Get rid of it so they don't have anything if any other people, denizens down here, relocate.
Okay, but let's check it for useful stuff first.
Yeah, after hearing him say he wants to burn everything, I would try to get as many valuable things as I could out of that pile. That's what I want to do.
I absolutely love your tenacity in finding value in this pile of crap. When in the Scorpion Cave, there was a whole treasure that we just left there for no one to take.
It was too heavy to lift. I tried, believe me.
Well, I would help you carry that gold back to the city if you burn this for me right now.
Can I do a search on that?
I'm gonna kind of call out and be like, Daleth, we didn't tell him about that other stuff we found, remember?
What other stuff?
Yeah,
oh, that's right. Oh shit, I totally forgot.
Yeah, he only knew about the Scorpion.
You guys deliberately distracted him so he didn't know about it.
Right, so I'm bringing it up, kind of forgetting that very important fact, and I'm just going to say, when Rush was almost killed by that giant scorpion, there was a little alcove with the chair, and there was gold.
And you didn't take it? Why?
Because it's heavy, and we had a woman to save. Yeah, that's it. Woman to save.
So I'd like to scrounge through the
Thanks,
pile.
Snow. Appreciate it, man.
I'd like to dig through the pile and see if there's maybe anything useful instead of just talking about maybe something useful being in it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, but unless Rush can use it for engineering or whatever purpose, anything from the dirigible we should probably just get rid of. We don't want any evidence of that having crashed, you know?
Wait.
And then we kill all the orcs that might have traded within it, since we're all going there
No
anyway.
evidence that it crashed.
Are you worried that the orcs are going to somehow tell the commoners of...
We're just gonna go shop.
I'm really confused right now.
Are you actually legitimately worried about this right now?
We
What
need
was it that Marigold
extreme
asked?
evidence that it crashed.
Some
Why?
of the parts are
Why,
damaged,
Marigold?
show heat damage.
So we can confirm if CC...
You're not going to find evidence of CC.
We can bring back some of the dirigible and say, here, unfortunately CC is passed, but look at all the stuff we found. Really blew up.
I'm sorry, Marigold, but I already promised Josh I'd help him carry the treasure chest. So that's just too much to carry. We're not that strong.
I'll carry this then. I'll carry these dumb bolts.
What is so important to you about this evidence?
Look, it's just...
Keep hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. It's what the nobles, they don't want evidence of this beyond CC. It's not just about CC. It's about clearing up evidence of dirigibles, because that means that the people below the veil know that we're above the veil, and they can leverage against it. I mean, come on. It's just common sense. It's what the nobles would want.
You're still working for the nobles?
You're making the wrong argument to these people.
You're still working for the...
Still making it.
It's what the nobles would want.
I think the point where you're confused is this is more along the lines of a pirate operation at this point.
I'm not a pirate.
I don't believe in pirates. That's just a fairy tale.
We don't do shows about pirates. What I mean to say is, I'm not down here for the nobility. I don't think anyone other than maybe you is down here for the nobility.
They're the ones paying me. Jash, back me up here. They have gold that they're willing to give us. Me as well.
Oh, like the gold that you left behind and didn't tell me about?
That was not my decision.
I was down here for my friends. Now
Whose decision was it?
The girl.
It was a I don't want to throw Physic under the bus in front.
Whose decision was it?
We had decided that it was not pertinent to our mission at that point in time, so we didn't share it with the group. I did just now because that's clearly more wealth than this crap that's in this pile of orc shit.
He shared it with you because he forgot. I'm just deadpan from the corner.
So let me just get this straight. You almost get me killed one time, and he points over to Rush. You almost get me killed a second time, and then he points over at Douth. And you lied to me about gold and treasure.
Well, when did I almost get you killed, Jack?
Not you. I'm talking to you about the treasure.
But that's not getting you killed.
The first time I was pointing to Physic.
He said the wrong names. I know what he's getting
Did
at.
I? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I mean.
Well, it's like
He said one name, he pointed at somebody else.
Yeah. I'm so mad I don't know what I'm doing at this point.
Look, so far, Jash, the gnomes have been the only ones who've tried to kill you, apparently. So
But you just lied to me. And you know what?
I'm not lying to you
even
now.
more, to be honest.
I'm not lying to you
How did I
now.
try to kill you?
With
I
that thing
thought
with your
10
best.
seconds ago.
Fellas, friends.
That wouldn't have gotten you killed.
It
Sorry,
might have.
Leslie.
Wait. Let's be fair. We wanted to save this girl because, now we can convince her, apparently in Orcish, that to give us permission to go back to the Wood Elf village with Cece, if God willing we find her. So if she was dead, we'd be screwed and have to walk on the dangerous undergrowth more.
I came in here to save her because she wouldn't have been there if it weren't for us.
But how do you know they're going to let us back in there just because we saved her? Nobody has ever said that.
Well, we demand that she tells
No
the Lord.
demanding of things.
And now we're demanding an entire civilization of elves for things.
We're just
No.
going to
Just safe
let it
passage.
go.
All
And perhaps
humans
they will be kind
have
enough to extend
motives.
courtesy to us. That's all we can hope for. Alright? Don't like
Look.
squabbling over treasure, it's filth.
And you think my actions put somebody at risk?
Alessi.
Absolutely.
How about all the actions leading up here that put Jerusha at risk? You didn't seem to mind about that.
Jerusha's a tin can.
She's alive and she's my friend. She matters to me.
All I hear are clicks and words. I see more life in a
Yeah,
little
and you
bug.
can't understand the elves when they talk either, but that doesn't make them any less.
Elves are
alive.
people. They have eyes and ears and mouths.
So
It
does
has a can
Jerusha.
opener. It's a can opener.
Guys, can I just say,
Anyway,
I've had a long day, and I wouldn't mind taking a bit of a rest. I think we all benefit from a little bit of calming respite. Just take it easy for a second here, and not show our less graceful sides to the elves we're hoping to befriend.
Do you really think it's safe to rest in here?
We killed the big one. If we put
Yeah,
that
but
out
there's
front, I don't
probably
think
more
anyone's gonna
orcs.
bother us.
There are places we didn't look.
It's safer up here where we have the advantage than anywhere else, and the person who was gonna run and snitch on us is now electrocuted to hell. So this is probably our best bet.
I'm just gonna go to this crevice that Alessi almost died in and just slump against the wall.
Okay.
Rest the rifle next to me.
Next to the fried orc.
Yeah.
they're all beds here.
Before we settle in, does anyone really feel terribly awful? I have a couple of little tiny healing tricks I can do.
I do
Yeah.
feel terrible, awful, but I'll
I feel awful on many levels.
I think we all do.
any emotional levels.
Especially those.
I had room to memorize 5. I can throw 5 out. Does anyone want 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give 1 to Jesh so he shuts up.
I'm gonna give 1 to myself, so it's okay.
Take care of the others first. If you have any left for me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so that's 1 out of 5. Okay, so I'm gonna heal everyone.
Swipe
and
away a
Alessi.
tear.
I'm gonna heal
take care of the
Alessi 1.
weasel.
I'm gonna
Okay.
heal Alessi 1, me 1, Daleth 1. Since Marigold patched herself up a little bit.
So everybody but Marigold.
Yeah, basically everyone but Marigold because
Okay.
you know she only saves our lives every time anything bad happens. So yeah, everybody gets 1 back because I'm so good at healing magic. It'll help. Maybe.
11.
So you heal up. Now, meanwhile, so Jash, you're looking for loot, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there is a small chest that has about 500 gold pieces, give or take. It's shiny, looks good. They
I'll
have no
take it.
practical value or reason to have it.
Don't
But
care.
of course, that is quite a bit of weight too.
How much?
However, there are several choice pieces of jewelry that are probably worth similar to the same amount, but were a lot lighter and easier to carry.
Yeah, I'd probably take the jewelry then.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want
Alright.
to bog myself down.
Other than that, as I said, a lot of it, there's a couple of shields, couple of Sidorian blades. You notice that there's a helm from, like, the helmet part of a suit of Sidorian light plate armor.
That's haunting. I'm going to look at that and the shields and see if I can identify them.
Okay. All right, you want to look to see if they happen to belong to your
a
fallen
certain-
comrades?
Yeah, because I mean,
That
well,
is
if
so
it's-
sad.
If it's his shield, then holy heck, that'd be a nice thing. So yeah, I'm inspecting that.
Well, unfortunately, no, it's not what you
Okay.
recognize. They look like they were probably from dirigible guards.
Okay.
You know, obviously, when the dirigibles fly, they typically have... This is one of the reasons why Sidorians wear such light plate mail, is so that they are not too heavy on dirigibles. And with Lady Cecilia being of noble birth, it was obvious that she didn't travel on that dirigible without, you know, at least some kind of protection. You know, all of the stuff that's here undoubtedly was in that dirigible wreck. Nobody that you've seen down here, even the elves, didn't have coin. They had no reason to. And the items are, like the dresses, they are Sidorian fashion. Everything here clearly belongs in, you know, it's the sort of stuff that you would have seen in Azamir.
Why the fuck did orcs need dresses?
I have a bit of an idea, guys.
As to why orcs need dresses or something else?
Well, I have some for that.
Orcs enjoy
That's
putting
how-
on plays, you know.
when you hang around orcs the way I did, you know. But anyway, we've been consistently tracked or basically tracking outnumbered, trapped by these orcs who are significantly better hunters than we are. They seem to value some of the garbage in here. We might be able to use it to set a trap later. And if we could trap an orc,
Listening?
then we'd be able to get information about where they're at, what they're like, how to maybe combat them, maybe through an interrogation process, instead of having to figure it all out as we go, holding on to our lives by mere minutes of undeath.
I like the idea of an orc getting trapped because it's like, oh, I don't have that Vera Wang yet. Those will go with my Louis Vuitton bag.
So maybe if we do take some of these human artifacts, Daleth, I'm sorry, it's kind of contrary to what you were thinking, but if we take some of these artifacts and we were to use them as bait for a trap, we'd be able to pull something off.
That's honestly not a bad idea in the future.
Brilliant.
There is one problem with that, though.
Carrying all of this stuff everywhere we go.
Well, okay, make that 2 problems. The other problem, and I'm gonna point at the baby. That is a walking trap ruiner.
A trap ruiner.
Crawling.
It'll be walking probably by tomorrow.
Right.
So what are we gonna have to put it on a leash?
So
No.
unless
Check
he
this
kind
out.
of
I'm gonna, like,
says
hold him by his hands.
while you're sitting there, unless he seems to like, she sat there quietly, almost like just listening to everything you've been saying, but as far as you know, understanding none of it. In Orcish, she says, "I don't suppose any of you in that pile there have found my long blade or bow."
I don't think we did. We?
Well, I mean, there's stuff. You really haven't, like, gone through everything yet, but,
yeah.
Jash was mostly looking for loots.
Yeah,
I was
weapons too, things like that. And just
So
anything of
eventually,
value.
yes, you do find what appears to be, her bow and long blade. It's in there.
Get those over to her.
Yeah, toss them over.
Give me a... what would I do?
You toss the blade wrong, it sticks in her chest. Shit.
Let's go. Have you seen that show? No. I don't recommend it. So.
Total fail.
Give me a heal check, Physic.
Okay. There it is. Okay.
Alright, that's enough. While this is going on, you're checking. You're obviously periodically looking down to keep the baby occupied. As you kind of grab its hand and you realize the baby, it's pretty damn cold.
Oh.
And of course, then it's like, well, we are in an underground cave network, in a damp environment, and this baby doesn't have any clothes at all.
Ah, shoot. So yeah, that direboard thing is now draped over him. What a nice non-complaining baby we have.
I know.
Oh boy.
That's actually quite a statement, because
yeah,
this baby really under the circumstances, with everything that's been going around, the loud noises, the weird sounds, the clashing of steel, it hasn't seemed to get too fussed by any of that.
it's like my cousin Ryan. Okay.
I mean, of course, the baby itself now,
Of course.
it's at least a good.
That's
It's becoming close to. It won't be
Terrible
long
news.
before it'll be toddling. Probably tomorrow.
Toddle.
as I was saying.
By tomorrow, it'll be toddling and trying
like
to
a year and a
say
half, yeah.
words.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Not that anybody's attempted to teach it to speak.
They grow up so fast.
That'll be interesting to find out how it learns and comprehends languages as it grows.
Ned, can you say boobs? Boobs.
Stop it.
You're gonna have the child's gonna be like a sexual deviant if it listens to Uncle Rush.
my brain just goes, I remember the first time I heard Rush.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to clothe the baby, and there are like dresses and things in the pile, right?
There are.
So I'll be
take a nice green dress and...
Yeah, that's perfect. It matches the diaper.
For Ned, the baby boy. It's good.
Yeah.
You know, because only barbarians wear pants.
Did you
Not
just
to mention
assume
the
his gender?
speed that this
Holy
baby
shit.
grows.
It's a boy.
It's going to outgrow
anything.
anything you put it in within a day anyway, so...
So this huge blanket dress thing that can grow with it, and, you know.
I believe we're referring to him as baby self right now, okay?
Baby self.
It's just Ned. It's just
All right.
Ned.
Okay. So you've looted out you've looted out what gold there is. As I said, there's several Sidorian longswords. If anybody wants a backup sword, there's a shield or two in there. There's
Ooh,
quite a
bastard
few
sword.
nuts, bolts, brackets, pieces of twisted steel, stuff like that.
Is there a small piece of the dirigible that looks like it's been? You said we could tell it was damaged by heat. That wouldn't weigh too much.
Yeah, I mean, there's some smaller... I mean, there aren't any, like... We're not talking about huge iron girders, more like pieces of steel rebar like this long, or like an L bracket or something that originally a whole bunch of bolts went through that held part of the frame together.
I suppose I could downsize some of the stuff I've collected in my backpack at this point. Starting with this big-ass horn. And then I'm just going to take the Cyclops' horn and just dump it, because I don't need it no more. I already showed it to Cassian. I don't need anybody else to see it. As I start to draw the horn for safekeeping.
Alrighty. Okay, so... Anybody want to gather up anything else from the pile, or what?
Yeah, I'll take a small piece of that burnt dirigible. Something that
Okay.
isn't too heavy.
Alright, no problem.
And I'm
I
going to
will
want to
too.
collect some bait stuff. Stuff that looks interesting and kind of shiny and neat, but not important by any means.
Well, I mean, you can take some of the gold coins, some of the silver coins and
Neat.
stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, by an orc standard, maybe, you know, a nice
Maybe one of
shiny
Sword.
guard
or
helm with a
guard
big
helmet,
tassel
yeah.
on the top might actually be worth something. Who knows?
Yeah, that sounds... So I'll take one of those and maybe one of the swords, and I'll just wrap them up in maybe another extra dress and just dump them in my bag.
Alrighty.
Stuff them in there.
Okie doke. Alright, so once she's got all of her stuff, Alessi stands up and in Orcish says, do we want to wait here until maybe more of them come, or should we leave? Are there others in here? Did you explore everywhere?
We didn't cover everywhere. We covered most of it, I would say.
Okay, there's a chamber here somewhere that every time they talked about it, they laughed. They didn't really say what was in the chamber, just, you know, they kept discussing it like it was something unmentionable or secret.
There was a passage covered with a rock, like a large boulder, rolled in front of it. That
Well, whatever
might
it
be
is, if it's anything to do with orcs, I'm sure it's nothing we want to interfere with, so maybe we should just get out of here. And I can get back to my city, and you can be on your way to rescue your friend.
Pardon my asking, but we're kind of weak, as it were, upon reaching you. It's been a heck of a journey. I'm sure you've seen the way the orcs treat their visitors. It's not been easy getting down here. We really do need a good, secure place to rest and recoup.
Uh-oh. I suppose under the circumstances, it would be incredibly rude of me not to offer you the opportunity of coming back with me to rest then. I'll explain to the others why we're here.
That would be very appreciated.
Okay, she says, yes, not at all. That's fine. Well, shall we depart then?
Carefully, yes. I don't have to tell you. You have eyes of a hawk.
Okay. So do you guys want to do anything else? Investigate anywhere you haven't been? Mess with the rock? Or do you want to just, go over, basically escort your way out of this cave the way you know to be ground that you've already covered?
The player in me wants to know what's behind the rock, but the character is like, fuck that.
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah, same.
do you think there's a chance there's prisoners behind there? At all? Alessi did.
You're saying that to her?
Alessi, can you ask Alessi if it sounded like there were humanoids, prisoners trapped inside?
Yeah, I'm basically just going to recite that.
Okay. She says, it's difficult to say. They just kept saying that, they did say that if I didn't behave myself, they'd put me in the chamber.
Oh.
So it's either full of wolves, or perhaps it's just a padded room with nothing in it.
I get the distinct impression that there was something in it. Whether it was more prisoners or something sinister, I don't know.
It's sounding like something sinister.
I can't imagine the orcs. There must be something in there that's... They're afraid to enter, but they would not be afraid to throw you in.
It's a TPK in there. I know it.
The TPK monster. No, she says, they did mention something about the orcs that they traded with were talking about the prisoners that they had acquired.
God.
But they didn't say whether they had traded for any of those prisoners at all.
So it's not likely that they did. That'd probably be the talk of the town.
But it did sound like the orcs that they traded with had gotten some prisoners, although they didn't say where from or how many.
That might be a good thing.
That's
The prisoners are not dead.
It's too early in the campaign for Cece to be back there.
This isn't a campaign, this is real life.
Shut up!
What is this, a game to you?
Stop breaking the grand illusion, I just want to be happy!
Or she's gone delusional, starts breaking the fourth wall.
Right.
Well,
regardless, we should probably head back.
Where are we heading back to?
The Elven City, so we can rest, and then after which we will leave for this new orc tribe we hear of.
That's several hours back, right? I mean,
It's several hours back to the Elven
Less than a day,
tree
though.
village. Oh yeah.
I mean, do we really want to spend more time? I mean, that would be a day getting here, going back, getting back here, right?
Well, it would take at least a day for us to rest up anyway.
You're in such a hurry to die, man. I don't get it. Okay.
Well, we can rest up outside of the Elf City, no?
They wouldn't want us to do that, though, because that would look suspect. Like, they're trying to keep it a secret that it's there at all.
No,
if they have a bunch
what
of
I'm saying...
anything underneath it, it's going to look...
Oh, no, not underneath it. I'm saying we go eastward on our mission, and Alessi goes back, but we hope Alessi lets us return there on our way back to Azenmeyer.
And I'm thinking about surviving until tomorrow, because I'm about to die.
Right. We find a place to rest up here, not here, but around here, and you sleep, I stay on guard, and then the following day we're better. I'm confused. I mean, it just seems like walking back to the Elf City for a guaranteed night is ultimately a waste of time. But it's time I don't feel we have.
Especially if CC is being held. Calling her CC just like Marigold over here.
Perhaps we can cash in this favor on our way back, Physic. I don't know how many times they'll let us back in.
Yeah, it's more just a matter of if I trip on a rock, I feel like I won't make it.
You trip on a rock and die. We're not
ask
gonna make
Alessi if we could just sleep right here, right now.
Okay. So, does someone else want to do this? Jeez.
You're the thumb of this group.
I'm not good with people.
First,
the perfect person to raise a baby.
Well, I get babies. They just do what they need to do.
They do the do.
Oh, God.
You shouldn't give Mountain Dew to a
I'm so sorry I said that.
Do the do.
It's also another Gallivant.
Of course it is. A what?
Huh?
Hmm?
Do the do. It's a dumb show. I'm sorry, I keep quoting it.
Look, you guys
So-
just speaks orc.
Speaking of the baby, they did say that it was an omen. They didn't want the baby in their village.
So by the time we're returning, hopefully with Cecilia, the baby will not be a baby, so we can pawn it off as another survivor of the Dirge.
I don't know. I think they'll recognize him.
Well, we get it out of its loincloth and maybe put a dress on it.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
The baby will be bigger, so it won't be a baby.
No, but God.
So maybe the elves were stupid. No, sorry. Ratabat speaking there.
Alessi, we're not in a good way right now. What are the odds we could just take a quick rest here?
You said that to her in Orcish?
Yeah.
Okay, she looks at you and she says, "You're free to rest wherever you want. I'm going back to the city as quickly as possible. I'm not staying in this disgusting orc den any longer than I need to." And with that, she kind of stands up. She says, "You're free to follow me and come back, or you can stay here, whichever you choose."
I'm going to look at all of the common speakers and just
then
kind of
she
think,
literally just starts. She just gives you all a polite nod and starts heading.
it's not a polite nod if you're screwing us over.
Hey, there's 5 of you, 1 of her. Who's getting screwed?
Where is she going?
She's leaving back to the city without us,
Well,
whether
then
or not we
ask-
want to follow.
Then ask her if we can return at a later date on our return to Azamire. In exchange.
She already said that she would extend the welcome and explain to them what would happen. I don't see why we wouldn't be welcome.
But just make it clear, you know.
I'm just gonna shout out, "We'll see you on our return."
Alright, she just turns around and glances over her shoulder, raises her left hand, and then carries on walking.
Alessi, take care of yourself.
She glances down at you and gives you a smile and just in Orcish she says, "You too. Maybe we'll see you again."
Here's hoping.
You're welcome. So are we recuperating here?
Would probably be our best
Tell
bet.
Galen Firemain I said hi.
It's probably our best bet is to camp out here.
Okay. So you want to set yourself up a little camp area here? How do you want to do that? What's your game plan?
Well, we can burn the wreckage as our campfire. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I mean, there's a lot of
Thanks
wood
so
here that the
badly,
orcs
Galen.
were using as pallets, and then there's like dried out hides and stuff laying on top of them. So I mean, there's plenty here that will burn if you can get a fire. You know, once you got a flame going.
And then we're gonna want to keep an eye on the ridge here.
I'll keep first watch.
Okay.
I'm just gonna perch like.
As long as we have a fire going, you can see.
I'm actually. I can see a little bit. Rush, mind giving me your stud or leaving the stud so I get a line of sight?
I'll give you my stud. Hold on.
So what is the duration on that thing?
That is a good question.
I know it was a long time, but I don't recall what it is.
Light, light, light. Object shines like a torch, shine bright like a diamond. Oh, it's only 10 minutes per level. So it's an
50
hour.
minutes. So it's probably about. I mean, it was. You got in here within an hour, but with all the chit chatting and conversations and stuff, it's probably down by now.
Oh, so we're in the dark.
So,
Level.
yeah, technically.
If I cast it as a higher level, can I do that? Let's see.
You can if you've got empowerance. If you got the empowerment. feats
Oh
and
no, I
stuff
can't
like
do that. All right.
Is there any form of light source in here?
The baby is this form of light for some reason. To make it easier to find. You made
Yeah,
it
that's just so
yeah.
you can see it, though. It doesn't actually have any light. So, I mean, if there's no light source in here, then you gnomes can't see either. Not in here.
I'm gonna have to light a torch or something.
Yeah, I have a few torches. Only 5 though, so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start a fire.
All right, let's pile a bunch of shit like right here and start a fire or something.
Okay.
Yep.
We can make that a thing. Alright, so you want to make yourself a little campfire?
Yeah.
And,
I have flint and
right.
steel, so.
I have a feeling that that big guy there, was their leader. And if there are any other orcs, if we maybe put that out there as a forewarning not to come near. As I suggest moving a corpse around, it starts to sound a little gross.
Just pick him up and tote him on over there, physic.
Well,
Okay.
why don't we just cut his head off and put it on a spike?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
because that's not even darker.
That would
Alice,
get the message across. That would get the
what
message
happened to you?
I'm sorry, that sounds disgusting and disturbing. Let's cut off his head and put it on a
I
stick.
thought you lived a soft life like I did growing up.
That would definitely get the message across in their
Look.
language.
Look, guys, just rest here. I'll keep watching. I'll wake Jash in a little bit. That's okay, Jash.
Great.
Just pray to
Hey,
Tretherion.
beauty
You don't have
sleep.
such dark thoughts from now on.
Oh, sorry, you were serious. Okay. I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm just gonna basically curl up with the baby and probably this corner where everyone else is at. That way I'm not in a line of sight or
Alright.
anything.
Okay. Alright. So you guys camp down. Well, about 30 minutes later, you hear somebody blazingly coming back up the ramp rather quickly. And as you kind of jump and prepare to see what it is, it's Alessi.
Oh no.
I'm gonna if the others are sleeping by then, I'm gonna wake them up.
Alright, okay.
Jash, physic, orc speakers.
Orc speakers.
What?
Okay, in
Not
Orcish
right
she
now,
says,
Marigold. My head hurts.
we should have left sooner.
Oh
Shit.
god. What's down there?
More of them. Apparently there were some of the other, there must have been more out hunting. They've come back.
How many?
She said,
Oh,
I saw,
can't hear. Never mind.
it was a small group, I saw about 3 of them. I got to the cave entrance as I was about to leave, and they were poking 2 corpses of dead orcs laying there outside the cave entrance. I assume your handiwork.
Yeah.
They probably get in fights all the time. Maybe they think the others did it.
I
No,
doubt it.
no. They're
I'm gonna laugh a little after
Yeah.
I say that, realizing how stupid it
She says,
sounds.
so
Hey,
not
okay.
only do they know that there's, their friends are killed, but I'm sure now that means they're making their way into the cave quietly and stealthily, trying to find whatever it is that killed their comrades.
Well, yeah, you're a good shot, right? Just shoot them when they get here.
You want to let them come to us?
It'd be best to keep this.
In truth, I could have snuck out the entrance and made my way back home. But seeing as you were all wanting to leap in here, I was afraid that they would come upon you while you slept and slit your throats. So I thought I'd best come back and warn you.
Look, it's simple, guys. Jash and I will hoist up this big fucker. Should we cut off his head?
You can.
No, I think we just...
No, we
didn't. Tell me. I mean,
no, we didn't.
So we hoist him up, and you guys use your ghost sounds to speak in Orcish, and then tell them to leave. That there was an attack, and
we could blame it on the other orc tribe.
Yeah, send it on to the other orc tribe.
Let's do it.
That's a tall order, but
well,
I mean, they might kill the prisoners of the other orc tribe, but maybe that's
don't really care much about them, anyways.
Or we just lay an ambush for them.
I can't do much if I don't have my hours. I got to be honest, I'm running low on spells here.
Yeah, I don't know how much fight I can put up, to be honest, at this point.
Well, if we set up a bit of a barricade, but we don't really have much to build with, we could set up a line and then.
Thanks for the resub, buddy. Much love.
If we all fire at them at once, maybe it'll send them away. Maybe they'll hightail it out of here if we all act.
Or we make a move and maybe circumvent them. They go down one tunnel, we go down the other, and we get out of here.
I think it's likely they'll come tell the leader.
They're much better at spotting us than we are at spotting them. They would notice us skulking before we would notice them.
Send them into that scary place with the rock.
Well, whatever we do, we need to make a decision.
Now.
Says, yes, they will be coming. I noticed that there were bodies everywhere. You obviously killed a lot of their friends, but you left a perfect trail for them to follow.
Whoops.
I'm just gonna straight up ask Leslie, what do you suggest?
I suggest you get ready to defend yourselves. How you choose to do it, that's up to you.
Can we trust your aid in fighting?
I've got no interest in becoming an orc prisoner a second time.
So Daleth is going to take a few torches out, go to the fire pit, light the torches, and then run down this corridor, run down the ramp a little bit, and stick it in a crack on the wall so the light source goes further.
Okay, so you want to light a torch and put it down here?
Yeah, just put a torch there so I can get a clear line of sight so I can shoot.
All right.
Go far.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of peek around the corner here just a little bit to try and get a line of sight in that area as well, because I'm just gonna be like, I have 2 shots left. I can slow them down, and I can hurt them while they move.
I'm gonna find some rocks.
There you go.
Leslie, back in the Elven village, do you guys have anything like healing potions?
Potions?
Well, we do have a potion for one of us.
Yeah, we have one.
I'm also...
Says we have no need for such things. Our druidess uses the power of nature to heal our wounds.
Oh yeah? I'm gonna kind of look at Physic.
Must be nice.
Hey, Jash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Jash, and I'm gonna hand him the orc longbow I have, and the 13 shots I have, and say, you're gonna use this in the opening volley. With me.
There's a crossbow
all
over
right.
here too.
There is a crossbow, yep.
That's true. Or if you want, you can use the crossbow.
Load up.
No,
Load up a
I think I'll
crossbow.
stick with this. It's fine.
So I'll load a crossbow bolt in the crossbow and basically just have Daleth come say if you're here and you shoot, I can pass this to you. You can shoot again.
Sounds good. All right.
Well, Alessi has positioned herself crouched down halfway down the corridor so that she can basically see the entrance. As soon as you know that there's only one way in here, well, as far as you know, there's only one way in here. So she's positioned herself where she can see right across here. So, in theory, to be able to get shots off as soon as the orcs try to make their way in.
Marigold, what are you intending to do?
I have small rocks that I've gathered. I'll say, I've got these. I could just throw them just so they think there's more damage coming from us than there really is.
Here, take this, and I'm gonna hand Marigold the sling that I have, and I'm just be like, it throws him a little harder.
Thank you.
Not a slingshot. It's like an actual sling. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you can use it, but yeah.
I don't know. I'll try.
Do you have a proficiency in it? If not, you're at -4.
A sling? No.
You have -4 then. If you do not have proficiency in
if I just
such
throw
a thing,
normally, do I not have a -4?
sorry.
If I just throw the rock
them.
normally?
Yeah, you can just throw them, but a thrown rock does basically whatever it doesn't do
It's
much
not really
damage.
for damage. It's to scare them that maybe there's a lot of people up here.
No, we're doing it to kill,
gonna need
guys.
Yeah, we're gonna need to kill him.
Well,
maybe
yeah.
You should take the crossbow.
Look, the basic principle is we get in a line. The second we can see them, we shoot. Obviously, if you're to the right of me, you shoot to the one to the right. If you're to the left of me, you shoot to the one to the left. And I shoot center mass. And try to pepper them all at once.
And I'll be ready.
Until they
to
get like
stop
here.
him.
And I'm gonna say, can you tell Alessi to get in the line as well? I mean, she's just standing. She's waiting, I guess. But... And then we do it.
Alrighty.
Rush.
Alright, so I guess I have my weapon.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do anything to help out with this?
You got a pistol too, right, Rush?
I got... Shit, hold on.
Just stand in front of Jash, so you won't get knocked back when you shoot. You know, you'll headbutt his crotch. That won't be
Yeah,
bad,
because I'm
right?
sure Jash would appreciate that shit. I'm trying to see how many spells I have left for every level. Not a lot.
Yeah, I think Physic is like out.
I have
Or-
2 spells. I have
There
2
you go.
spells left. 2 which could be very useful here, and I'm so thankful.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
So a couple of spells, and I don't think most of you are pretty badly off, I think. I know Marigold and Jash are pretty busted up.
Yeah.
I'm down
I'm
to
at below half, but...
I'm at 7.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've been
7.
I've been at
Yeah.
7 for a while. Oh no, I'm at 8 now
I'm
because I
at
healed
3
myself for
days.
1.
Oh, I'm at 4 now.
Yeah.
Yay.
So we're bad.
Like, none of
We're
us can
bad.
get hit. Awesome.
Did you say you handed me a crossbow or something?
Well, our list of ranged weapons there's a bow, a crossbow, the rifle, which is where it needs to be, and then a sling.
So you have an available bow or crossbow?
I think
Well, yeah.
Jash has the bow. So there's a
Daleth gave
crossbow.
Jash the bow, so there is a crossbow that has not been used yet.
I'll take that then.
Oh, okay. That's an orc crossbow, but you got it. I was gonna say Physic can wield it. Yeah.
It's a bit big for a gnome.
Yeah, Physic can look
It's a
at
heavy
it.
crossbow, so
Heavy crossbow?
yeah. It does D10 if you hit with it.
But she doesn't have proficiency, right?
Right, so you're at -4 for lack of proficiency.
All right. Just gonna lay in wait.
Alright, so is everybody where they want to be while waiting for this ambush?
Yeah, I'm gonna be behind this big orc. Is it resting against the wall or is it on the ground?
It's laying on the ground unless somebody props it up. Alright, so Daleth, you notice that Alessi goes over and she extinguishes your torch.
Oh. Josh, what?
Well,
We can't see down the ramp.
Why is that my fault?
No, well, let's see. Put out the torch. You speak orc.
I would say, unless we need that torch on so we can see him coming up the ramp.
Okay, she looks at you in orcish and she snaps. Does it have to be directly behind me so that it's illuminating me against the wall? So that the first thing they see?
She's got a point.
Where would you like it to be?
Move on to the base.
She says, somewhere that it's not gonna light me up like a glowfly.
I'm gonna sigh and cast light on my stud again.
If we put it on the opposite side of the column there, you could hide in the shadow behind it.
Yeah, Alessi.
Like, if you're gonna go around putting out torches that we just put down, then
She says, the point is that I've got a vantage point here raised up and I can see the doorway. I can see in the dark, to some degree. I'll see them as soon as they get there.
And then once they get there, are you going to fall back with us?
She says, believe me, I can probably let loose 4, maybe even 6 arrows before they get to me from here. If I go behind this wall or down to the ground, that's going to knock that down to 2 or 4.
I'm not telling you to go down to the ground, I'm just...
The whole point is as many of us attacking all at once instead of just you, right? I mean,
if you can kite them.
She has the advantage. If you guys need to see, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
All right.
She's like, all I can tell you is my aim with a bow is way more significant than my skill with a sword. My goal is to get as many arrows off before they reach us as possible. If we wait round this corner for them to start running up this bridge, they're going to be on us before we have chance to do hardly anything.
Tell me when they get here.
She goes, oh, when they get here, you'll know. You'll hear them screaming when the first one gets felled by my arrows.
so why don't we
That's the
throw
spirit.
a stud down the hall and we line up with her then?
That sounds a little better.
Okay.
But we do need a light source down there, so Rush, mind throwing your stud and...
You can light your, you can
You know
light
how
your torch
expensive
again.
this shit was?
I'm scared that I'm going to go down there and they're going to be there. I'm not going down there in the dark.
Big brave rifleman.
Noodle arms, Gore. Noodle arms.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna make my way down here.
Okay.
God, this is
You can
another
always
bad idea.
you can always relight that torch and go plant it down in
All right,
wherever
I'm
you
going
want
to
it.
fucking do it then. If I die because you telling me this, Gore, I'm going to cry.
I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying you can relight a torch.
So I'm
That's
going to put it right here.
Oh, for
All right.
And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to run like a little scaredy cat up here.
well, he doesn't need me down here. I'm sure as hell.
No,
not
I
staying.
never said to you to go down there.
All right.
can
so you're
take
gonna
your
put the
stud
torch
out,
there,
right?
and
Watch
then.
them they already turned around because they're like, oh shoot, well this is obviously
See,
too
this
much
is
for
more
us.
like the tactics that you're used to as a rifleman, forming a fire line and then blasting in a straight, everything in a straight line.
See, this is why I hate elves, because she refused to get in my line.
Your line was where you couldn't see the door, though. Your
It was
line
a
was
height
only
advantage.
useful once the orcs are
All right,
already
all right.
charging up the ramp.
Fuck you. You're right, but fuck you.
All right,
Well,
okay.
I mean, to be fair, in ancient warfare, shooting at someone coming up something is much more effective than shooting at someone at the bottom of something, which is why turrets were placed along. But anyway,
That's right. The difference is, by the time you can see them here, the orcs are within charging range.
I get it, Gore. I get it. Can the
Y'all
others?
have whatever tactics you want. This elf knows her tactics. Because she has a 60-foot line right to this corner. So she can hit them the second they come round that first bend.
I still hate elves. Alright, well, obviously I'm going to shoot the second I see an orc here. So,
Right, okay.
Alright, so that's as far as I can see.
So let's see. Yeah, see, with your newfound torchlight, you can see. Yeah, you can see almost to that corner as well. So you've all got.
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
Can the others see it that far as well? Because there's.
Yeah, I can see till about there.
Marigold's got a wall to shoot through if she stands there, and it depends because this is there's a wall right here. So if they want to be able to shoot, they're going to need to move down past this corner.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to be hitting them as they come, into this area, and not down here.
Got it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
so you all crouch and poise yourself ready. So she's kind of got her bows in front of her, and her hand is kind of like just fingers on the arrow, but she hasn't got it knocked, and she's just kind of poignantly waiting. Okay. Everybody else, you're just going to kind of deliberately sit quiet and wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much.
Okay. About 10 minutes pass, but it seems more like 20 as you sit waiting, eyes staring into the dark. Like periodically you have to like squint and look away and then glance back because your eyes start to play tricks on you when the torchlight flickers. Sometimes you think you see something, but then you realize, oh, nope, it was just a trick of the light. But then slowly and surely you guys notice Alessi starts to raise her bow very, very deliberately and begins to pull the arrow back to her cheek.
I do the same as if I know what I'm doing.
Okay, well you clearly don't know what you're doing if that's what you're doing with a crossbow.
No.
If you've got a crossbow and you're trying to draw the crossbow back to your cheek, you definitely don't know what you're doing.
Oh, yes, of course.
That's just too funny.
I raise my rifle with the Lessie.
All right.
I see one. Just
I'm
getting that.
going to east down here. Well, where's Physic? I don't want to be standing on it. There we go.
All right. So I'm going to roll initiatives. Oh, well, I'm not going to roll initiatives. You all roll initiatives first. Let's get initiatives in a line for you guys.
Okay.
Oh.
Rush with...
That was on 17.
Marigold with a 22. Rush with a 15. We got Jash with a 14. Physic with a 7. And Daleth with a 6. All right, we're going to roll for Alessi. She's going to 26. And now we'll roll for the orcs. You guys can't see that roll, but I can assure you that I made a mistake. The orcs do not have 162 initiative.
Oh.
They're super
I'm never going to get to go.
I somehow did 12D 12D20 instead. Super orcs. Oh shit. Yeah, they kind of are. Okay, so you're all poised and ready. Let's see. We use this combat for this.
The second we see them, would that count as a surprise?
Yeah.
It will.
Okay.
There's one of them that also will have a surprise as well, so because they've got a bowman with him. So basically it's they've got range, you've got range, so the bows are going to fire. All right. Okay.
You're not lying flat. Just
Alessi's not. She's crouched down on one knee, like with the bow hanging over the edge of the cliff.
That's badass.
All right. So Alessi will fire first. All right. She lets out 2 arrows. Basically, what happens is her first arrow goes off, and it will hit Marigold. You can shoot if you can see something.
I can.
All right. You don't, but hey, you know, it was... Oh, Alessi's first shot is not particularly good. All right, then Alessi's second shot will go off. That's better.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so she fires off. The orc is going to retaliate. We've pretty much got a line of 4 here, so I'm going to roll a d4. The gnomes are kind of far enough over not to be seen, so we're going to go Daleth, Marigold, Alessi, and Jash in that order. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Marigold, you win the prize.
Shit.
Alright, the orc lets go his arrow. 16. Right, it literally, the arrow flies between Marigold and Alessi, and then smashes against the wall behind you. Alright, with that you hear roar, and you see 2 orcs begin to charge into view. They're going to get to about there. All right, Rush, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna actually drop to my hands and knees, crawl quickly behind these guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over here, touch Marigold wherever the fuck I can, probably her ankle.
Okay.
And cast displacement.
All right. Okay. So that means if they hit you, then they have to. There's a 50% chance that they don't. And you've got a heavy crossbow, so you've got to spend a round to reload it.
Yeah.
You can't shoot it every round. All right. Jash.
I am going to shoot at this one.
All right. Let him have it.
All right. So it's just pretty much a D20 plus 8.
Do you only have 1 attack?
Yes. And
How
that's all I
come
can
Daleth
do.
has? How come Daleth has 2 attacks with a longbow?
Because I'm level 6, Jash is level 5, level 1.
Yeah.
He did
Oh,
one
that's
into
right.
row.
Well, I had
That's
one-
right.
I had
That's
one rogue
right.
in there
Yeah,
from
I forgot you've got a
past.
you're a little multi-class. That's right. That's exactly right. Thank you for reminding me. All right, the arrow flies through the air, but bounces and ricochets about half a foot in front of the orc.
And with it, I'm going to back up after I shoot.
Okay. Back up to there. All right.
Yeah, like way back, like that.
Physic.
Now that I can see them, I'm going to inch just a little bit over this way so I can see the mouth of that, and I'm going to drop Entangle, which is a 40-foot radius. So that's, yeah, I'm going to drop it like there so that this is all entangled.
You're gonna fill this whole area here with nasty.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and pop it like that. Oh, I need to grab Physic, not the baby. Physic, not baby. No, Physic, not the baby. Physic, not the baby. Okay. Every time I click on Physic, it grabs the baby.
All right.
So yeah, it gets all nasty in there.
Go ahead and sort this out.
Should be like crawling halfway up the ramp.
All right, and boom. so that's pretty much that whole area is suddenly overgrown with nasty, nasty stuff. All right. So the ones that are in it, they get a reflex saving throw. Difficulty's 14, and they have a reflex save of +3. First orc that's in it. Second orc that's in it.
Nice.
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 Be nice if things actually go in your favor for a change, wouldn't it, on some of these? Okay, well, one did, one didn't. Okay, so one basically has to spend a full round to make a DC 20 strength check to break out. The other one basically is able to move. They're not. He's not entangled, but his movement is down to half.
No.
So this one here is entangled solid. This one is down to half. All right. Okay. Daleth.
So while I can technically see both of these, I am well aware that that is a stalagmite. So probably it's not a direct line of sight, right?
No, I think you can probably, from where you are, I think you could see either.
Okay, so
You've got one either right there to that side of it, or one right there to that side of it. Yeah, you got a clear line of sight to whichever one you want, buddy.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this one.
The one that's able to move?
Yeah.
What the what?
Jimmy Girl, what's up? Thanks for the
Nice.
resub. Much
That's
love.
a good solid hit.
Take your pants
Nice.
off, hit the hype. 6 months in a row.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Daleth. Daleth with the gunshot.
Then I am
does
gonna-
hit, and you plug him with a solid shot. 15 points of damage, almost knocking him off his feet.
I am gonna back up and yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right, the orc back up here in the corridor. He's going to move up to the edge of all the weeds. He's not stupid enough to stand in there, so here he is up here.
It's a 40-foot radius spread, not diameter, so it would go 40 feet the other way too.
It's like fills the whole thing, right?
Yeah. So like, I cast it right to the edge of where I could see, which was basically 40 feet out. So then the radius would come all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, I know it'll be... Hang on.
I was hoping to hit the other guy, however far back he is, because 40 feet back is pretty big.
That's like the whole chamber.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nice.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I would say that if that was your goal, then that probably would work. So he's in it. Then I need to make a saving throw for him then. Okay, yeah, he is entangled. That won't
Nice.
stop him firing, though.
Yeah, it's
Stops him moving.
easier target.
Yeah. All right. Okay. He is going to shoot. Based on that, it's really going to be Marigold or Alessi. 1 or a 2 is Marigold. 3 or a 4 is Alessi. The orc is shooting at Alessi this time.
Phew!
Yeah,
Sorry,
shoot that
Alessi.
elven bitch. Don't shoot me. All right. But he misses.
Okay.
All right. Actually, she should have rolled first anyway. All right, so she looses 2 of her arrows at him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's
So good.
that's possible crit.
There we
So
go.
we'll roll to confirm that crit, which I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
I think that's a crit.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
For 11. All right, yeah, that orc is dead. She has finished him off in 2 rounds.
Oh.
I still hate elves.
All right, so she plugs him, and then without a second thought, she is going to track her second shot at this dude. And that's also a hit.
I'm gonna start singing a little rhyme for her.
Alright, so she plugs him for 7.
And?
Nah.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Marigold.
I am running away.
I'm going to scroll
reloading
out a
that
bit so you guys
crossbow.
can see more of the combat area. Since everything's spread out.
Trying to figure out how to
Well,
reload
actually,
a
you know what? I
crossbow.
don't have to do that. I can zoom in because...
I'm like, arrow goes in here, and this little.
Oh
thing
no,
that
this doesn't look right.
looks right here. And
It's a bolt. It's a bolt, not an arrow.
Put an arrow in it, not a bolt. The arrow won't work. Still only counts as 1, right? Alright, Marigold. Yep, you reloaded last round, right? Or is that this round? No, that's this round. You got to reload. So rush, because we're only on the 2nd round. Alright, Rushy, what do you want to do?
How high is the ridge right here?
Right there, probably about 10 feet.
No, I mean like in front of me. Like,
Oh, it's
is it
not
a wall?
high. It's a drop. It's just a drop there.
Oh, okay.
That goes down. Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean back on my knees, take out the pistol, and shoot at the guy.
Which one?
I'm trying. I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to show you. Gosh damn it! Come on, ruler. There we go. This guy.
All right. Sit down and let him have it. Let the bullet fly. Oh man!
I am
Nice.
the worst shot. Jesus.
Yep. Well, you know, you got a pistol this long that you have to kind of hold like that. It's hard for a little teeny tiny gnome to fire such a to fire all that pistol. That's why you're not afraid of the booger man, because you got all that pistol. Rush. So that was you, Jash.
Yes. Now, is it this guy that can move, or is it the other one?
The other one.
Other one. Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, I didn't move them their turn. I need to do the orc. So this orc is going to do his strength check to try to break out to save his own life, but he fails. This one is going to move half his movement, which will get him out of the gunk. All right, so he's on his way up the ramp.
Okay. I'm going to shoot at him again with my bow here.
All right.
Oops.
Where are you? I don't see you. You're
Really?
hiding
I'm
under
right
the
here.
corpse, aren't you, you coward? There you are.
You got me?
Yeah, I see you.
Okay.
All right, so which one are you shooting at?
The one who was coming up the
Oh!
ramp.
You're going to have to move first.
Oh.
Because bearing in mind,
Okay,
that's
well-
a ramp and he's down
Okay.
below.
Well, then I would have moved.
yeah.
I would have moved to the side.
Okay, that's all right. That's fine. I
thought
mean,
I'd be
you
able to
have
do
the
it.
movement to do it, but you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You wouldn't be able to shoot through all of
Sure.
those 3 people and see
I
them.
would have. I didn't know that, but I would have moved him.
All right,
You have a mage.
and that's a longbow, so that's a possible crit.
Yeah. So I'll roll again. Come on, crit.
And guess what?
Nice.
It's crit.
You just crit your pants.
You did.
Ha
You crit your pants!
All right, so you get
SpongeBob
2d8 plus your strength bonus on the damage.
Is it 2 or 3
It's
for
3.
a longbow?
For a longbow, it's
Yes.
times 3 on the crit, isn't it? Yes, so
Yeah.
3d8.
And then my damage would be +3 for the dex, right? Or whatever my dex is.
No, it uses. Well, you can use.
It's a longbow. You don't do.
You
There's
don't.
no.
It's a longbow. You can add your strength to.
Oh, they're both. It's both 3. So I just roll 3d8 plus, and then add 3 at the end.
Alrighty.
Okay, so this is not the +3.
Thank you for the cheer, Jimmy
Girl.
girl. Much love.
We'll add the +3 manually after the roll. So here's that. So this +3. Not that good. Wow, really bad.
Ugh.
So 8.
Wow.
Wow. Nailed it. Nailed it.
That's a shame, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
definitely a shame.
Hey, it's all right.
The
Well, it's not-
potential
that's
for
not my weapon, it's
epicness
cool.
was there,
24.
but it just didn't happen. but as you say, it's okay. It's okay. All right, Physic.
So I'm gonna do something a little bit saucy here. So in the square here, because it's I'm casting Spike Growth.
Okay.
Which gives me 1 20-foot square per level. So that's like a combination of 4 squares per thing. So starting in the square that none of us are in.
Right here.
So yeah, here to there, that's going to be one of them. There to there, that's going to be one of them. I'm just kind of casting it back down as far as I can see.
All right.
Yeah, so basically the entangled growth is now covered in spikes.
Yeah, basically you just turned it into thorns.
And since I'm holding a baby, I'd like to move back.
Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, seeing as it doesn't really matter, I'm just going to add... Because this actually has all spikes and stuff on it already, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to just move this...
We'll go ahead and put
to there.
the spell out.
And then say it extends all the way through.
Where is the spell button? So I need to
all right. Okay. So yes, tell us about your spike growth. They take like D4 points of damage for every 5 foot they try to move, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And yeah, it doesn't dispel for the next 5 hours, so we're taking a rest. Damn it.
Yeah, because well,
6 hours. 6
hours.
Yeah.
Technically, you can cancel your own spell. I think
they don't know that, Gore. They don't know that.
No, I'm just making sure you know that. All right, cool. All right. So then it would be Daleth.
Reloading.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. So now we're back to Alessi. Based on what's going on, she's not stupid. She is going to shoot the orc that is coming up the ramp. That's possibly a crit.
Oh boy.
And it is?
She'll probably only do like 5 damage. That's what happened to me too, so...
No, she's good with her longbow. That's 15, which is on top of the other 15. Alright, she plugs him, and he falls over and lands in all the spikes. Alright, she's going to then fire her second shot at this one, which misses. Too hasty, you see. Alright, Marigold, you have a loaded crossbow now.
And I see that one's dead and that one's still alive.
Uh-huh.
So I walk up to the edge.
I believe in you.
Right!
I'm trying to visualize Marigold finding this crossbow. You missed by what? Well, no, you don't. No. You don't miss because he can't have the 2-point dex bonus because he can't move. So his AC currently is 15. So you do hit him.
You
D10.
did!
8 points of damage. You can kill him. Yay! Why'd you get the +2?
I don't know, strength?
No, you don't get it for a crossbow.
Oh, sorry, guys. It's
Doesn't matter. 8 was enough. You done it.
Still good.
All right. The last of the orcs is felled by the wayside. He hits the ground. Congratulations.
In Orcish, I'm going to tell Alessi not to try to leave.
All right, the orcs are dead and all laid out in the entangled weeds.
In Orcish to Alessi, I'm going to say thank you for coming back.
And
she
I'm
just
also
looks
going to
at you
say...
and she says, well, I wasn't going to let them just slit your throats while you slept. You did save my life after all.
Oh god, I grabbed the baby again. And then in Orcish, I'm also going to say, I advise against leaving. The grounds are covered in spikes, and that's there for 6 hours.
She lets out a noticeable fine.
Entrapment. No.
then basically resume rest at this point because.
All right. She finds herself a spot against the wall, and just props herself down, realizing that she's not going to be able to leave, even though she wants to.
I did it.
New spell: force party to rest. I will cover the area with murderous things, and you cannot leave because you'll die trying. And literally you would, because that's like 40 feet. You'll take like 8d4 damage if anyone tries to go out. I don't know that any of you could survive 8d4 right now.
No.
Yeah, we're hurting.
It's an average of 16-ish. So 16, no, it'd be... But average about 22, 23 hit points. Yeah, you probably die.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Definitely.
All right, okay. So, yep, you guys are going to spend the rest of the time resting up in here. Eventually...
I'm losing my voice.
Better than losing your religion.
Like spoke.
Right. Okay, eventually, by now, the torch light has gone.
There was an opportunity for a rush joke there, but I'm going to leave it alone.
All right, yep, you've taken care of that. You spend, at least the next 6 hours knowing it's not likely that anything's going to come to disturb you. Not without you hearing, ooh, ah, ee, ah! If orcs try to wade their way through that tangled mess, it's sure that they would alert themselves to you. So, yep, okay. You guys managed to get your rest.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Oh, boy, spells. Oh, wow.
Let's GTFO.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that literally what you guys are going to do? Just hightail it out of here as quickly as possible?
We all get 6 health
new
back,
set
right?
of spells and 6 HP in the back.
6 hit points back.
6, okay.
1 per level. You can get an extra point if somebody makes a successful first aid check on everybody. Free point.
I can do it. I can do it.
Roll. And Jimmy girl, thank you. Much love. Uber.
Jimmy girl.
Yeah, this one has a message. It says, "Run!" I've got the appropriate thing for that too.
Run, bitch! Run!
There you go. All right.
Yeah, skill check. Well,
Just a standard first aid check. If you have, what's your skill?
In heal.
Yeah. Do you have more than 10 points in it?
I'm at 5.
Oh, then you got to roll.
Yeah.
Who's it?
Oh.
Who was that on?
That was on. I guess Daleth is there. It's the first one I'm seeing.
So, Daleth, you got nothing. You don't get the extra point. You can roll for everybody.
Okay, I'll just.
Who's next?
Can I up to? Yeah. This will be for Rush. Oh.
Ooh.
Hey. And then I fall asleep.
He walks up to Rush and goes, "Does this hurt?" Ow! Point of damage. No. Yep, you fail miserably.
Yeah, Marigold.
Yeah.
That's a heal. You get an extra point.
Oh, great.
Jack. It's worth it, okay?
Fisick, yeah, you get an extra point.
I do. That was to Josh, yeah.
Okay, so Josh, yep, you get an extra point. Who's
I'm
left?
going to see if Alessi will let me.
Yeah, she'll let you.
Oh, wow. We're making ground.
Oh!
I did it! I did it! That's a real one!
Look, that's an actual one of those things that you've been trying to get, look.
Natural 20!
Woohoo! Natural 20. He's on the board.
Just so you guys know.
On the NPC. Thanks there, Satch.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Crit heals
I
the
got
NPC. Gotta love it. Hey, she did her job. She earned it.
Yeah.
So you just got Rush left?
I did rush earlier. I have one for
he
me.
did me already. He got a 1 and
Oh,
fell
that's
asleep
right,
because I'm
yeah.
that good.
So then, one for me, and then I'm gonna check the babe and make sure things are all right.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Nice.
Sideways, I'll take it. And then I'm just looking at the baby. I'm looking the baby over. This is a standard health check. You know, you're supposed to take the baby to the doctor at this growth rate. Like
Yeah, this has been a year. It is time for the yearly checkup. You can stick
Every
your finger
day
up
is
its
new.
butt or what? All right. The baby, under the circumstances, seems to be in remarkable health.
Huh. It's
Um,
almost like there's
I
something.
mean, it's definitely got a lot more strength than its arms
It's
and
almost
legs
like
now.
it didn't get hit this entire time.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to be hit as a baby to like be messed up as a person.
Worried about the baby's morale right now?
I am worried about the baby's morale because if the baby's morale goes south,
It
everything in the
starts to
jungle
cry.
knows where we are. Everything in the jungle knows exactly where we are.
You don't think it's kind of creepy that this baby doesn't seem to care that stuff is happening that would startle normal people?
It is a little disconcerting.
It is barely a year old. It probably doesn't even have object permanence. So
Well, yeah, but loud noises and cold conditions and I don't know.
it doesn't cry when we fire our weapons. That is a little. Maybe it's deaf. Is the baby deaf? Baby, are you deaf?
Is it a Mr.
You
Holland's
can do the
Opus,
quick
baby?
test. And it definitely isn't deaf.
I mean, I fire a gun right next to it and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Now it
Go
might
deaf.
be deaf.
Maybe the baby is
Maybe
just
it's deaf.
stupid.
I
we
still,
test it for
I still think it's a magic baby of some kind.
It's a magic
yeah, it's
baby.
got something going on.
Oh,
Something
really?
creepy.
Something going on.
Baby that grows three months every day might be magical.
Baby
Really?
sees dead people.
Hey,
I
Jay,
never thought that.
don't you have a cough to do?
I really
don't
am.
You
It
do.
hurts so bad. Okay.
I'm sorry, Jay. That was mean.
So you guys, is that what you're doing? You're hightailing it out of here?
Yeah, we're gonna out.
Alrighty. Okay. Go ahead and move these because they're not here now. Alright, me go ahead and bring the map up and we'll get you out of here. Alright, you work your way through the cold, damp caves and once again find yourselves approaching the
Still in the
dim
cave, damn
light
it.
from outside. Alright, Alessi cautiously pokes her head out to make sure that there are yet no more orcs. But slowly but surely you emerge from the cave entrance to the familiar sights and sounds of this cold and nasty, damp forest. Weather-wise, I mean, it's still early. It's kind of spring right now, so it's not cold, but it's not freezing cold. But I mean, it's still at nighttime. It's a little chilly still.
I'm still in the cave.
Oh, are you still in the cave? Are you?
I'm still
Yeah.
in the cave.
The cave
I'm still in the cave, Gore.
I expect that to be a lie of sorts.
Add to the list of things I hate now.
There you
Caves.
go, caves. All right. Yep. So you emerge back outside. All right. Alessi kind of like stands on this rock and looks at you, and then in Orcish she says, "Are you following me back to the village, or are we going to say our farewells?"
I'm gonna turn to the group like, are we? So we're just heading out from here, straight to the next orcs? One orc after the next? Is that how we're doing this?
I think it might be best.
So long as we have a free passage back to the elf village later.
I'm just gonna go ahead. This is farewell. Travel safe.
So you two, thanks once again for freeing me.
Yeah.
Perhaps our path will cross again someday. And she just jumps down off the rock. And then, just without taking another glance, slips through the barricade. And then, quite quickly, starts to head in this direction.
Don't go into the pit. Don't go into the
well,
pit.
this is what I was about to say, is you see her kind of stop and hesitate as she looks to this side and sees the huge pit there. And then she kind of like backpedals and exits on this side and kind of goes northwards, following the bank. All right. Well, I think that's as good a place as any to leave it for this evening, then.
Yay!
All right.
Jane, I'm sorry your voice is all shot to hell.
No, it's fine.
Oh, man.
It's worth it.
Wow, the word for fear of caves is stupid.
What is a fear of caves? What's the official?
Apparently it's spelunkophobia.
Well, I guess that makes sense, because spelunking is a thing to do with caves, right?
Yeah, spelunking. Makes sense.
All right, okay. Well, we will end things there for this evening.
It's been an honor
And a
to
pleasure.
serve you. Chat.
It's been an honor and a pleasure, sir. Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, as well as the author of thedmsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at HowWeRoll. Check out our website, www.howweroll.com. And for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physic here on How We Roll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime. It stinks.
Hey everybody, Shagget here. I play a character on How We Roll. I'm not going to tell you who I play, because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How We Roll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not no. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers, bye!
Roll the clip. Hello everyone, I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter. And I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Brinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.